Yo, what's good, all my risk takers out there? I am Ace Torn. Welcome to the Risk Takers Show. So check this out. If you want to build more muscle, this is the episode you need to listen to because in this episode, I'm gonna show you how to build more muscle in the gym. Let's get into it. There, so you want to build more muscle? I got you. I got you. I got you. Look, this is simple. You know what I'm saying? But it takes consistency. You gotta goddamn stay in the gym. You gotta stay with it. You can't go in there 2 or 3 times a week. Nah, you gotta stay on it. If you want to build muscle, you gotta stay on it. So let's start off with this. First and foremost, you need to be hitting the gym at least 4 to 5 times a week. At least 4 to 5 times a week if you want to build muscle. All right? Now, when you get in the gym, I say a time frame is 45 minutes to an hour where you need to stay in the gym. Now, let's go a little bit deeper. Weights. Anything you lift in the gym. You want to do 4 sets of everything you lift. 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Now, you're going to lift heavy. Now, you only know what type of weight you can lift. I don't know. I don't know your body. I don't know your limit. I don't know none of that. Only you know that. So put on the weight that you can lift that's, that gives you a challenge that you can hit by 8 or 10 reps. 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Now, you do this with everything you do. Squats, deadlifts, bench, incline, decline, dumbbells. You do that with any type of workout that you do, any type of movement. You want to do 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Now, you want to do this consistent every single week, 4 to 5 times a week. Now, when you're doing this, you got to have control when you're lifting weights because I see so many people in the gym, and this shit drives me crazy. And I'm going to make an episode about this too. I'm going to demonstrate this as well. But people get in the gym and they lift weight that's too heavy for them. When you lifting shit that's too heavy for you and you barely can lift it, you struggling, you straining, you're not gonna see no results doing that. You think you may look strong or you trying to goddamn show out, but you really look stupid because that shit too heavy and you ain't gonna see no results from it. And on top of that, you might just hurt yourself. You might fuck up something. You're trying to do too much and you're trying to, show out, but you don't know what you're doing. So you want to lift weights that you can handle. You want to have control of the weight. Because when you're in the gym, you ain't doing nothing but breaking down your muscles. You're breaking down your muscles, and then that's what recovery day is for. They rebuild itself. The next day, your muscles start to rebuild themselves. So that's why recovering is very important. But I'm going to just stick to the basics right now. 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps with everything you do. Now, in the meantime, when you leave the gym, this is very important. Because you can create a trashy bulk. You can create trash gains, trash muscles. What's that? Eating trash proteins, fast foods, burgers, goddamn fried chicken, pork chop, neck bones, all this crazy ass food, pork. That you will get bigger, but that's trash. That's bad on your body. That's bad on your kidneys. That's bad on your heart. That's bad on your brain. That's just bad on your body, period. When you eat all this crazy, unnecessary food to gain muscle. If you want it to be simple, you really could just stick to greens. Baked chicken, baked fish, things of that nature. But it doesn't take a whole lot, man. It really don't. Because I run into people all the time, every day. Even at work, I run into people, man. They ask me, they don't even know what I do. They see me, and they just assume that I know what I'm doing by how I look. And that's the truth. I do know what I'm doing. But they see that and they ask me, I get questions all the time like, damn, bro, how do I build muscle? And I tell them, how much do you hit the gym? How often do you go to the gym? Because these things are very important. Because you can eat good at home, of course. You can eat good at home, but when it comes to building muscle, you're going to have to hit that gym. You're going to have to hit that gym, you know what I'm saying? Push-ups is good too. Sticking to push-ups. I say 100 push-ups a day. If you can't do 100 push-ups a day, 5 days a week, aim for 50. You can do 50 push-ups a day now. Yeah, damn, you can break it up. 10, 10, 10, 10, or, 25, 25. You can do at least 50 push-ups a day. That is just to get you started. But that's how you build muscle in the gym. Just sticking to 4 to 5 days a week, staying consistent. Lifting weight that you can handle. Lifting 8 to 10 reps. But also let it be a challenge to you too. If it's too easy, prime example, you doing incline bench. You did your 8 to 10 reps, but you feel like you can do 10 more. That's too easy. That weight is too easy for you. So guess what? You need to load the bench up a little bit more. till you get to the point to where you get to the 8th rep, and it's kind of like a struggle for you. You get to that 10th rep, it's kind of like a struggle for you, and that's what you want. So aim for that. Aim for that amount of weight. Like I said, I don't know what you lift. I don't know what's your max, but only you know that. So let's just start right there. If you want to gain muscle in the gym, we're going to start right there. And also, I'm going to mix this up too as well. You know, it's going to be a lot of game in the gym on how to build muscle, get more lean, or you just want to lose weight. And also, too, I'm going to be talking about life topics just in general. Hey, so if you like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Stay with it. It's the Risk Takers.